Okay. Okay, so hi everyone. This is the Crystal Reading Hangout. So what happens in this hangout is people bring their crystals, and then I'm able to connect with them and channel their messages. And you guys can ask questions about your crystals. Some of the most common questions are like, how should I cleanse my crystals? Where do they like want to be? Where do they want to be stored? How do they want to be stored? Things like that. A good question is like, why did this crystal come to me, and how can this crystal benefit me? So those are some of the questions that usually come up. And then also today I'm going to do some angel and spirit guide readings and do some channeling, conscious channeling. So we'll just kind of go with the flow and then see what happens. And hopefully it'll be good. So I've done a lot of clearing of the space already and a lot of protection around this session. So we'll just go ahead and get started. Annabelle, are you ready to start?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I have a quartz crystal.
Okay.
It's a pink one. I was wondering exactly what you just said. I know basically the normal stuff. Where can I store it so it's better for it, and if it has a message for me, or if I can heal it or help it if it's broken or something. I don't know. Like, so it can help me better, and I can help it too.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I feel like it's come to help you with, it's come to help you. It's kind of interesting because this type of crystal normally is not for this purpose, but they're all just so different. So this crystal has come to help you with your diet and with your like your energy body being more aligned with your energy body. And it's also, I don't know if you already store it this way, but it wants to be stored next to a white, it's like a white crystal. Do you have a white? Not really clear. I just see it more as white.
Yes, it's a selenite. It's a big white stone I have.
Yeah. Does it sit next to that one already?
Yes, it was. Today it was.
Okay. Okay. So keep it likes to be next to that the white stone, the selenite. So just kind of keep it stored there. You have it in the right place. So it's really just to help you with healing your body, like it's showing me like your energy body, like it's to soften it, because it was showing me sort of like a cotton candy type of thing. So like how you know that's soft, it's to like soften your energy and to help you with your health. So it help you with your like with your body. So are you having any type of like health problems right now?
Yes, I do. I have eczema on my hands, and I have also huge headaches because I went to the orthodontic doctor for the teeth to straighten them. So it hurts a lot. It's been many years after the treatment, and it just keeps hurting. And also I have one other big issue. It's my abdomen. It's something about my hybrid child in the astral again, so it's not resolved, and sometimes there is a heat kind of pain, and my belly is always swollen all the time, and things like that. So these are the major things right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it it was showing me like your sort of stomach area, but I wasn't sure if it was meaning like a chakra, but that makes sense, you know, with your stomach. So, and then also when it was showing me like sort of clearing your energy, it has to do with clearing your skin. So it will help you with that also. So, and it has like a very strong female energy to it. So I'm just gonna call it she. So she would like for you to really just put her like directly on your stomach. So just like more towards the top though, like more towards the top of your stomach, kind of like under where like your diaphragm is at. So this would be the best placement of her, she's saying. And you could also have the selenite close by because it's sort of like it actually does sort of like an interchanging of energy. The selenite sort of helps it. So you could just have that close by. And then she's saying that this will help you. She's here to help you heal yourself. Like you can actually do a lot of healing on your own body. And so she's going to help you with that. She's going to help you. And she's validating that as she connects with your energy so that you can heal yourself, that this will also be healing for her. So this will be healing for this crystal also because she is it sort of like I don't know, is it sort of like fragmented like on the sides or something? Like I can see some type of little fragments on the sides. I don't know.
Yes, I can see them too. Just a
Okay.
little bit. And inside it looks like there are huge like lines of where things are connected together. So I just see like straight. So I don't know if that's the word in English, but like you know, one line and then just on top another line and it goes like this, like 3-4 times.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's some type of trauma or something that was done there. Probably when it was extracted, that happens often. They'll have that. They'll sort of have some trauma from that, from being just depends on the way they're extracted from the earth. If they're taken out like by machines, then they tend to have more trauma and kind of hold that more. If they're taken out by hand, it's much less. But so I think that's probably what happened with her. It was more of a traumatic way of taking her out. So you're going to be connecting with your higher self and your ability to heal yourself, and she'll be helping you to spread that out over your whole body, and then you'll also be healing her too. So that's correct. You're correct in that. You're helping to heal each other.
Wow, that's just perfect. I'm happy to know that. Very good. So
Okay.
I'll start like right away.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like right at the top, and then she's also saying that as you connect and start to healing, that you may feel like you want to move her to other parts of your body, and that's okay. She doesn't have to stay stationary right there. Just as the starting point. Whenever you start with her, always start there. Something about alignment with you, and then you, as you feel the need, you can move her around to different areas.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect for me. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm not sure who was next. Was Miguel, were you next?
I think so.
Okay. Would you like to go next?
Yeah, I'd love to go. Thanks, Julie.
Can I go after Miguel?
Huh?
Yes.
Said I want to go after Miguel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have smoky quartz crystal. This is what I use as the center of my crystal grid. It has an interesting thing here, like a key or something.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it has a really strong male energy, and it does sort of like match your energy. It's your energy and the crystal's energy are very similar. So that's probably why you were kind of drawn to it. And so the grid right now, does it have any he would like to have, like, he told me the gardens, and he would like to have more green stones. Are there already green stones in the grid?
Yeah, so there's a few green stones. I have turquoise, and there's another green stone that it's on the grid as well.
Okay. So just, yeah. So like, so you have that in the middle, and then there's this, if whatever shape it is, circle or whatever around it. So it's asking to make like another circle of green. So I can see why he's saying gardens, because you know how gardens have like rows of like bushes and things like that. So make it, expand it out more so that his energy can expand out more, and use the use green stones. You can put others in there too as you're guided, but definitely the green, because the green helps it to connect with like the earth energies. Most of the time I see green like for the heart chakra, but this is different. This is the color that it associates like with the earth, you know, trees, grass, things like that. So instead of having one circle of crystals around it, you can keep that circle, but then make another circle. You could extend it out even further. The further that, the more intensity that you want from him, and the more connection that you want, you can just extend it out with more stones. And he's saying you can put some quartz in there, but not too much. Maybe like, oh, like at a point. So like if it's in the middle, then just put it like at the top, like whatever the sort of top of your grid, what you feel like the top would be. You could put like one small quartz there. This will also help to intensify the purpose of your grid, but just be careful about using too much quartz, because it can get really intense, because that smoky quartz is really, really strong. It has a lot of masculine energy, so it's already strong. And also, whenever it would like to, this is what he would like to happen. He would like for you to put him out in the sun, but not in the direct sun. Just kind of like where there's some sun, not shade, but not direct sun. Just something in the middle, and you'll know the right place. So he can get a little bit of sunshine, and then make the grids, and then put him back in the middle. And it's sort of like he's having a chance to recharge while you're expanding the grids. And then you're going to notice a big difference for your intentions of that grid. You're going to really be able to feel that. Do you set specific intentions with it, or do you just have it like open, or do you set specific intentions?
Yeah, I do set specific intention to do healing, and to bring healing energies.
Yeah, that's he's like agreeing and saying that's the best way to use him, is to set specific intentions, because if it's just sort of kind of left open and there's not energetic intentions added to it, then it just will not work. You know, it will not be useful. It will not be working as useful and in its full purpose. Yeah, and it likes to work. That crystal likes to be working and doing. So keep putting that action into it.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you have another question about it?
Is there anything that I could do to clean him, like that he would like me to do?
Yeah, he doesn't like, I think the sun, being in the sun is good. Not the bright sun, not the direct sun, but just being in that sort of half sun is really the best thing for him, because he doesn't like anything rough. Like he doesn't want to be like washed, or he doesn't like sand or like salt or anything like that. It needs to be just like the sunlight. Like that's good. That's all he needs. And he just, right now, he needs to be a little bit recharged, but you can just do that while you're expanding the grid. And this grid, like really, it could be expanded just really, like you could far out, like you could do a whole room if you wanted to. I mean, it's really like it could be whatever you want. That's why he keeps showing the gardens, because like, you know, the garden mazes, it just looks like that. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be just like circle. It can be different shapes. And he says that you'll have fun working with this. Like this will be exciting for you to make the grids and expand them out. Okay.
I see. Thanks, Julie.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Welcome. Okay, Emmy.
Hi, Julie. I have a lot of crystals. I have a lot of small Lumeria stones, and then I also have a lot of Tibetan tektite stones, and I have a lot of long selenite sticks, and a lot of unakite rocks, and one huge Lumeria. That's what it said on eBay. It's a Lumeria stone, but it doesn't look yellow. It looks more like looks more quartzish. But that's what I ordered. So I was wondering, how could I arrange those best so that I can open, I guess, have like more, open up my awareness more, just more consciously aware, and maybe connect to like spirit and ETs better and things like that.
Okay. Okay.
Or what do you think my higher self recommends?
Okay.
I have a lot of crystals.
Well, but this is good that there's a reason for that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a hoarder.
Yeah.
Crystal hoarder.
No such thing. There's no such thing.
Can never have enough.
So this is what they want for you to do. So just know that there is a reason that you just like have all these what seem like random crystals, like they feel like they're just random, but they're, you know, they're not. They're supposed to be together in little packages. So I don't know if you already have bags, but like the little crystal bags they give you when you buy a crystal. Yeah. So just take those bags and then group them together as you feel guided, because you're very connected with crystals. Like you have a really strong connection with them, so you won't have, don't doubt yourself when you're putting them together, even if it's like all the same crystal in one bag or something like that. It's okay. You know, just whatever you feel, and make these little bags. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a bag like for your third eye. They're saying specifically for your third eye, so start with that one. So what would be good, this is just my suggestion, would be to get that color. So sort of get that sort of indigo color bag for your third eye, and then put your crystals in there. Yeah, and they're in agreement with that would be okay. And then you can just sort of hold them over, put them over your eye. You know what? It almost feels like you could like make something. You know how you can make a big pillow? Like you could make like a small little something that would fit over your third eye and hold it like you just put it right here. I can see like those little bean bags, you know, and like that over here, and put it over your different chakras. That would be a great project for you. And
alrighty.
I think other people would love that too. Just a little idea for the future.
I have a Oregon accumulator or whatever generator pillow that I ordered, and it came from, I guess, Ireland, and so it's got like a crystal in it, and it's alternating steel wool and cotton and sealed together in a pillow. So yeah, maybe I could do that with it's supposed to do a bunch of stuff. And it came along accidentally with a rock from Stonehenge. It was certified too. But yeah, I could definitely do that. And you said in different colors?
Yeah, yeah. So like, So the third, start with the third eye one because that's where the crystals want you to concentrate on opening your third eye.
Uh-huh.
So that one. And then whatever color you feel, you could do the normal colors for the chakras, like you know, green or pink for the heart, and yellow for the solar plexus. And you could make it or just buy the bags, and then you could have that. And then whichever chakra you're feeling like you or want to work on, then you just put that bag of crystals like there. That's like a really
That sounds cool.
yeah. that would be good for you. So they're telling me the crystals that you have right now, they're saying we're your starter pack. So this will be something you're going to keep working on.
Okay.
And so they're like a start for you. So you have the crystals that you have right now. Any of them are going to be good for your third eye because you have accumulated those specifically. You know, those have come to you for that to start with the third eye, and then just go with however it feels, and it's okay for them to be sort of not mushed up together, you know, but just kind of like don't worry about, because you're saying that you might have some worry when you start doing that. You might worry about packing them in or them rubbing against each other, but don't worry about that. That will be okay.
Okay. And just to recap, can they be like, for example, in different stones of different colors in a bag that is purple, for example?
Mm-hmm.
Or do they all have to? Okay, good.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. In this case, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different with you. It doesn't have to be that the stone doesn't have to match the chakra.
Mm-hmm.
It's different for you than for a lot of people. So, but in order to just sort of maybe kind of focus it to help focus it on that chakra, that's why the colored bags, you know, to kind of help bring that color. It helps to bring them all together to sort of turn them into the crystals for that chakra, you know.
Like transmute it.
Yeah.
Sounds
It's really cool. Let me know how that goes.
Okay, I will.
And so focus. So they're saying they want to give you a little bit of steps. So take the crystals and then make the ones that you feel are right for your third eye. And if you have crystals left over, that's okay. That's going to be for your next chakra that you want to work on.
Okay.
And which should be your throat chakra. It should be your third eye and then your throat chakra. And then after that, you will feel where they're needed, where the other ones are needed.
Okay. That sounds really cool.
Sounds fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome. I don't remember who is next, so whoever wants to go. Tara, were you next?
I think I am.
Okay. Oh, Valerie. Okay, yes.
Yeah. Actually, I want to do an angel reading, but do you want to wait till later to do that?
No, I can. It's up to you. I can do it now, and but if you would rather me wait till later, I can do that. I'm open to whatever you want.
Okay, so if I do a crystal reading now, can I still do an angel reading?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let me show you my crystal then. It's actually one I picked up in Lolo Hot Springs here, and there was this little shop called the Vortex, and it was filled with all these stones. But this one just was like calling out to me to take me home, it kept saying.
Really good energy. Okay.
Yeah, it's like on the matrix, so it's like the crystal is poking up out of the matrix of it. And it's really tiny shards of crystal.
It's really pretty. Okay. Okay, so this one is it kind of has male and female energy, so but it's maybe more towards the male, so I'll just call him he. But he does have a lot of female energy too. Maybe it's the two different types of material. But he's saying that he's a crystal cleaner. So he's there. So if you have crystals that need to be, like you feel like they need to be cleaned, you just put them like next to him. That's like his role, and that's like what he likes to do. He likes to clean and clear crystals. And he can like clear any crystals. Like there's not just specific kinds. It's whatever you feel guided. So he wanted to go with you because he wanted you to use him as a tool. He wants to be used that way. He likes to work that way. He likes to clear and clean other crystals. And you can also use him for your crown chakra. So you can, he's showing me like you laying down. That would probably be the best, as flat as you can be. And then just put it like right at the top of your crown. And he can do, like I can just see him like putting a lot of white light around you. And he'll also clear your auric fields. So he's explaining to me that that's what he does. He clears auric fields. And so he can clear your auric field and also the auric fields of the crystals. So that's how that's why he went with you, because he says that he knows that you will use him correctly and that he will be useful.
Yes, he will be. I thank you very much for that information. That's a beautiful message. I can see why it was calling to me, because I have so many crystals, and I do think that probably my aura does need cleansed. So
that's what he was telling me. Yeah, he's like, you have a lot, and he could be like he could be of use. Like he has a lot of work that he could do. He won't like be bored. You know, he has a lot that he could do, and you can put him when he's not like clearing a specific crystal. You can put him like in the middle somewhere and then he can send out like a clearing energy. So if you have any rooms that you feel like need to be cleared also, just put him in the middle of the room and he can help clear. It's like he's like a little vacuum. Like he can just, help clean everything up. So and then when you're not using him in another room, you can have a place for him that's sort of in the center of where most of your crystals are. I feel like there's a place where you have like a lot of crystals kind of together, so you could put him there, and that's where he will be best used when he's like resting. And he's high energy, so he doesn't need like a lot of rest. If you feel like his energy's getting a little bit low, then you can put him like in nature, or just have him, hold him outside for a little while. That would be enough for him. He doesn't need a lot of clearing. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I can't remember who was next. Now, Tara, were you next?
Yeah, I think I'm next.
Okay. All right.
So when I was about 10, I found a piece of magnetite, and I've had it with me ever since. I recently moved across the country to Arizona from New York, and since I've been here, all I can find is magnetite everywhere. I have 12 or 13 pieces of it now. But that was the only one that I found in New York, and I don't think it's a common thing to find in New York. So that one in particular, I guess I'm wondering if that has a particular message for me or a reason why I was attracted to it.
Okay. So this crystal for you, it has like, there's a lot of like energy. So this crystal for you has a lot of a lot of connection with your galactic connections. So I can see your Pleiadian connections, and then there are others that are more kind of standing back, but the Pleiadian is sort of like front and center. And then so this is sort of like a reminder for you of your ET connections. And also what would be good for you is the reason you're finding like all these I feel like there's smaller pieces is because it's trying to like have you have a larger amount. So if you could find a larger piece or put all your smaller pieces together, but you would need to buy more, so or receive more. So if you could get a larger piece, then this is why you are getting these little pieces, so that you can get a larger piece, because they want you to have like more, because there is some communication that can happen when you hold that larger piece or you have those whole bunch of smaller pieces. There's it will help like raise your vibration, kind of like an antenna. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about your ET connections. Like, do you feel your Pleiadian?
Pleiadian is not something I would have guessed. I had thought Arcturian before, but Pleiadian definitely would not have been a guess.
Yeah, it's I can kind of feel the Arcturian, but it's like more back. The Pleiadian is like front and center. So I think that the larger piece of the magnetite will help you connections, and it'll help you like open up more to that, because it does feel a little bit blocked in that area. So I'm not exactly sure why, but I'm not connecting with
that could be.
Oh, go ahead.
The blockage could be from me, because I don't know. I think that because Pleiadian is such a big thing in the esoteric community, it's such a it's kind of glorified, and I feel like it's almost over glorified. So that could be a blockage in that respect, because I kind of feel like it's a little bit imbalanced.
Yeah, and the Pleiadians, there's sort of like a Pleiadian guide that's kind of come through. So he's male, and he wants to kind of explain that a little bit. So the Pleiadians, the reason they're just like very like kind of mainstream, like everybody talks about them, is because they are one of the most connected with us as humans. And we carry so much Pleiadian DNA, that those connections are normally the ones that are most felt, and he's saying like the most easily felt. So this is why he's saying that it's very broad. It feels like it's too broad for you, but he wants you to he's saying like shedding. So he wants you to like shed it and realize that you do have deep connections, strong connections with the Pleiadian. There are other connections. I feel the Arcturian, and there's some other that are even further back, but the Pleiadian, it's just really like front and center. So that's and the magnetite is trying to like to jog you and to like bring you to that, to sort of, it's kind of brought you to like where you're asking about it, so that we can have this like conversation. And so do you, since he's here, he's one of your guides, one of your male Pleiadian guide, do you have he's showing his hands like this, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I guess if I could ask a question to him, it would be if he has any advice for me in this. I'm in a time of transition right now, and dealing with a lot of things emotionally and just in my life, with finding a new job, and I had to get a new car recently, and I'm in a totally new place. So So I have a lot going on. If he has any advice on how I can get through that in the best way possible.
Okay. Yeah, he's telling me that you don't feel you have home. You don't have that home connection. So you're just sort of like bouncing everywhere. So let me see what if he has specific like guidance. Let me see. Cacciam se tenit quinte sono te cazzi audience. Tenit un conto che se ne di. He's like, you're down, am I breathing? He wants to. Is it you too fast? You're going too fast. And he's saying he understands that because there's so much going on and the part of you does have to go fast. But he wants you to breathe deeply, and he wants you to do this, I mean, as often as you can remember to do it, at least several times a day, to take those pauses and to just stop and breathe deeply, because it's kind of your energy to kind of go a lot. That's just sort of how your personality is. But he's like showing his hands like this, like he wants you to just calm down, try to calm down. And then he's saying you'll be able to, because he is helping you during this time, he's helping you feel more at home. He's helping you with home. He keeps saying that. So he's reaching out to you, and during these times when you can calm yourself, then he can communicate more with you. And with the magnetite, he's bringing me back to that will also help you you would think that the magnetite would be like an excitable stone. I don't know if it is or not, but for you, it will not have that effect. It will have like an opposite effect, like a relaxing effect when you connect with it. Even with your smaller pieces, like that's okay until you can get something maybe bigger. But so that's his advice to you, and it's kind of opposite of what you feel like you need to be doing, but that's what his advice is. And if you can open up more to connecting with the Pleiadians, then you will also feel that stronger sense of home that's kind of missing. It's like missing in your heart chakra. Like there's sort of like a little bit like little emptiness there because you don't have home to fill it. But he's saying that things are going to get better. This is like he's showing like this is like a chaotic time. And I know the end of the month things will be better, definitely with the energies. So just realize that it's going to be chaotic and breathe through it and try to relax and calm more and slow your breathing, and he will help you. And things are going to get better over the next couple of weeks.
That's great. Does he have a name that I could refer to him by?
Okay, yeah, let's see. He was trying to give me a name, but I couldn't get it because he was talking about other things too. So let's see if I can hear it now. Okay, so his name is it's Zenta, so Z-E-N like Zen, and then a T-A, and it's like the way he pronounces it, the ta is really strong, so it's like Zenta, like the ta is like a little bit longer, but I mean either way, however way that you say that. And he carries like something like in his hand, almost like a staff or something, which is interesting because I normally don't see the Pleiadians with that, but he's saying that he's a member of a council. That's why he's showing me the staff. So he's a member of a council and he wants you to know. Okay, yeah. Okay. So he doesn't want to overwhelm you or give you too much information. He wants to share with you that he's the member of a council that you have belonged to before as Pleiadian. So he's coming to assist and bring those energies. That's why he's holding like that staff. He's showing me he does something like special. So he wants you to know that that's what his role is. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. Who wants to go next? Sheldon, do you want to? Oh, or Kit Kat, were you here next?
I can go after the next person.
I think it was Kit Kat, but maybe she's away from her keyboard. So, Sheldon, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this crystal. Oh, I'll turn on my camera. Hi. So this crystal. It was given to me by my mom. She gave it to me as a gift from Colorado, and it was only $20, but after like spending some time with it, it's incredibly important, and I'm not even sure if it's from Earth necessarily. It has some off-planet energies to it, and it's silent. It doesn't tell much people about anything really. So I'm guessing it's a timing thing where, like, you know, it's packed with some really important information, but I can't know it yet because I'm not ready, and something. I don't know, but it's really cool. I take care of it. I accidentally chipped it a few times, but I have a little case for it now. Because I used to carry it in my pocket and be like, hey, check this out. But now I'm like, this is important. So like I need to keep it in a case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's kind of giving me like a lot of information, so I'm just gonna start talking so I don't forget any of it. So okay. Okay, so first it was showing me like underwater and then like the little bubbles. So if you will submerge it in water, there will be something different about it. Like you'll be able to see I can see like bubbles around it. It's like almost like you'll be able to see something that you can't see when you're just holding it up and looking at it. So try putting it underwater. Like its energy is like very like scattered, so I'm a little scattered. But so just try putting it under the water, and then you'll be able to see some differences. To see more is what he's saying. It's like a male energy crystal, and so I asked him if he had a lot of stored information because I feel that too, and he showed me like a gold key like around your neck. So you have the key and the ability to open the information, but it's correct that it's not like the right timing right now. But there will be some type of ceremony or event.
I know exactly what it's talking about. Yeah.
Okay, you have something coming up?
Yes, 2017 in the spring. Yep.
Okay. So when you make sure he's with you when you go to this event, and then you'll be able to unlock it at that time. There needs to be some other energies coming in at this event, some other energies along with yours. So there's some type of collaboration or something else needs to be there for you to be able to access it. But it does have, it's making me feel like it's very heavy. So even though it's like smaller. It's very heavy, so it has a lot of information in there. And you can hold it up to like your third eye when you're at this event if you feel like you want to connect to it. But if you don't feel guidance to like how, then he's saying that's a starting point. You could just put it like right here, and then you'll be able to. It's like I can see like these little. Oh, I see. It's like he's showing me like these sentences, so it will come through you also like through language. I don't know if you're just going to like see the language or if you're going to speak it, but there'll be some type of writing, some type of language that will come through. It's difficult for me to fully connect because this energy is like very scattered, but it won't be like that always. It'll whenever this happens at this event, it'll sort of calm it down, and then you'll be able to access it. Like I see that golden key like around your neck. You'll be able to unlock it and read it. It's some type of language. Like you'll either be getting like a download of language, or maybe you'll be able to, or both. You'll be able to, when you're speaking languages, you'll be able to connect with it. It's connected there somehow, but I can't get focused on it like exactly what it is. Yeah, so you're right, it's really important. And don't worry about like he's saying, don't worry about like the chips that are on it, because what's inside is the really important part. It has, I feel like what's inside is a really small sort of dot of information that is a lot of information, and then it's very protective of like the outside, so don't worry about that.
It's interesting you say that, because like if you look inside there, I don't know if it'll show up on camera, there's like a little tiny baby quartz down there at the bottom. You see it? Like,
yeah, like on the bottom part. Yeah, I see it right there.
Yeah, so like maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the whatever you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like that's just sort of like a vessel for it. You know, it's so it's okay if you drop it or something like that. Like don't worry about it. You know, if it gets, even in the case, if it gets banged up or something, because what's important is that little piece in there. It's definitely, I just can see language like a lot. There's like these lines and lines of language, like old text or something. So you're going to be receiving that. You'll be receiving that somehow.
Yeah, it feels like ancient knowledge from like before Earth, that type of knowledge.
Yeah.
Past life stuff going on.
Yeah, it's like it feels old, like an old language, but there's like high tech attached to it. Like it's really strange, but there's so that's right. Yeah, that feels right.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Should be Herkimer next.
Okay. You ready, Kit Kat? Okay.
Is she there?
I can see the crystal. Kit Kat, do you want to type what you want? Do you want just a general message? Okay. Okay. So that crystal is like, I can see like your fairies, like your fairy energy, and they're showing me wrapped up like a gift. So that's a gift from your fairies. That's like a fairy stone. So that's a gift from them for you to connect with, because they heard you, like when you're saying you don't like to feel too low. when you have those lows. So that will help you with that. That's going to help you to bring your energy like back up. Now you might not want to, they're kind of showing like this, like maybe stay away. If you're already high energy and you want to like ground and come down, you probably should not connect with that crystal directly, like physical contact. But if you're feeling like really low, you know, depressed or sad, or if you want to connect higher, feel the fairy energy, then this is the crystal out of all the crystals for you to connect with. There have been other crystals, smaller ones that they have sent to you, the fairies have, but this is the biggest one, and then this is really like just like the main one. And then also they're showing me like you sort of like laying on the floor and holding it up to the sunlight, and just kind of, it's like there's little specks in it or something like that, almost like little rainbow specks, or there's something else in there besides just the solid color. So just, you could just kind of lay there and focus on that, and that will help you to bring your moods back up. It'll help you to connect with the fairy energy again, Essie, because they're saying that there are times when you feel disconnected from the fairy energy and you don't like that. So this was their gift to you, and this is like their way of saying you can connect with them. And keep it somewhere, I don't know where you have it stored right now, but keep it somewhere like soft. Like I can see it almost like on cotton or something. So keep this crystal stored somewhere soft, not hard, not like a hardwood or metal. I feel like there's some metal there. So keep it on something soft, and it's okay if it's around other crystals too. That's not a problem. I don't really see any crystals that it doesn't want to be around, but it also doesn't need to be around any other crystals either. It's okay like by itself because there's so much energy there. So that's your fairy crystal, and when you want to connect with it, you need to like come up a little more or connect with your fairies. Just hold it up to the sunlight and just concentrate on that, and you'll feel better. You'll feel it. Do you have another question about it? Okay. Okay, so she just wants to know if there are any messages from her guides right now. Okay. So there, I feel like it's a male guy, but there's also like a female there too. So I'm not sure which one is like talking, but they're showing me like the books. So they're taking the books and they're like closing them. So they don't want you to, yeah, they don't want you to like stress so much about study and like about books. It's like they're saying, I know this is like a weird word for them to use, but they're saying like it's making you too fried. I know that's like a strange word, but like burnt out. Like it's making you too I guess burnt out is really the actual word. So just take like a break from just close the books and take a break from it, and then they're showing like the outside, and yeah, and then go see those flowers that you like so much. So take frequent breaks. So when you're studying and you're doing your schooling or different things like that, you're spending too much time at one time, like you're a huge block of time, like 3 hours, like in your books. To not do that, to just do like an hour and then go take a break, because it's burning you out to have those long hours of study. Or maybe it's like cramming, like you're like, you know how you're like cramming for a test, that's not healthy for you. It's not beneficial to the way that your energy works. You have to have more frequent breaks and outside. So that's their guidance for you right now. Okay.
And Sabrina, you're next.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi,
Sabrina.
Julie. How are you?
Doing really good. It's good to see you.
So I have this Moldavite in my hand, even though, wait, sorry. There. Even though I wanted to ask about this one, because I always hold this one. But I think my Moldavite wanted me to ask. So you tell me whichever one is the one that is important.
Okay. Well, the one that wants to talk first is the first one you have that you hold in your hand. And so it feels very female to me, and she wants you to know that like that's your, like, I'm your goddess stone. Like that's like you connect with the goddess energy when you're holding that stone. That's what it carries. It's specifically, it's not necessarily that it carries goddess energy. It does have that vibration, but it really helps you to connect with your own goddess energy. So that's why you like to like touch that one a lot and hold it that way. So so that's what that one wants to say. It's like explaining itself, you know. That's what it's doing. It's helping you to connect. It feels very neutral. I can't feel male or female. It's very neutral. So it's helping you to connect with your own goddess energy. Okay, so the Moldavite. So let's see.
Is it Moldavite or is it Tektite? No, I think it's Moldavite.
Let's see what it wants to call itself.
Okay.
Okay. So this stone is like it's actually like a little bit timid. So it's kind of like I'm having to like sort of drag information, you know, out of it, but it does have some trauma. It's like I feel like it's showing me like at the bottom of like this barrel, like all the way like at the bottom, and there's like a bunch of other stones that were like it. So I don't know if it was shipped that way, like to where you got it from, like in the store, like it maybe was shipped in like this whole bundle, and then it was kind of taken out and separated. So I don't know exactly what kind of stone it is. It feels very earthy though, like it came from like really deep in the earth. Like it's very, very earthy. So it's what it's telling me is that if you could buy some more of that, because that type of stone needs to have like a family. It's kind of like a little lonely. Like it needs to have more of that type of stone. I don't know what it is, but
Okay, now I have it in a grid, a crystal grid, and I'm thinking that I'm doing something incorrectly with the grid.
Yeah, because is that the only one of that stone that you have in that grid? Is that the only one?
Yeah, because it's expensive.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't work that way. So it won't work by itself. That's what you're feeling. You're feeling it. You're feeling it like not working by itself. So it wants like I know. Of course it is, right? Of course. It needs a whole family and it's expensive, you know, but just ask, you know, ask for it. Maybe someone will hear this and they can send you some, you know, to go along with it. but it's saying like it's okay. It's okay, but if you want it to work, like to work the way you want it to work, it needs to have more of it with it. It's like a group stone. But it's like the stone is comfortable there with you. Like it's not unhappy. It's just it has a little bit of trauma from like leaving the whole energy that it was in. So it's a little bit of trauma there, but it's just sort of like a homesickness, you know, how we feel sometimes. So it's just a little bit of that, but it's happy to be with you. And it's saying it wants to be like, I want to be useful for you and I want to work for you, but this is what needs to happen. There needs to be some more.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Is that why it likes to be held then? Because it's lonely?
Yeah, because it really connects with Sabrina's energy. And it's sort of like it doesn't know the other stones. Like, you know, it doesn't.
So it's kind of shy.
Yeah, it really is. It's a very timid stone. It's so interesting how they all have such personalities. But you know, it's kind of like being the new kid at school. So that's sort of like what it feels like. But it will get better. It'll get used to the energy of the other stones. You know, it's not used to other stones. It's used to being in I just keep seeing a large container with all that same color stone. And before that, it was like in this sort of slab of stone. So it's used to being tightly compacted with its family. And now it's just kind of like out on its own. It's just kind of like out there. So, but there's just an adjustment period. But the stone is where it should be. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Chris, you're next.
I think Chris left.
Oh, she did leave. Okay. Well, then, Michelle, you are.
So, oh my God, are you ready for this, Julie? This is very exciting. Okay.
Myself.
This is my 7-pound. I believe it's a Brandenburg smoky quartz, which has inclusions and hydros and what is that called? The purple one, amethyst. Anyway, but when I met it, I could not have it. And so I don't know if there's a story it wants to tell me, but it felt very important when I met it.
Well, it's really strong. Like I can feel it through here. And that stone, I'm going to connect with it, but just like, I like that stone, that crystal cannot go with just anybody. But you are such high energy and you have such, you know, such a connection with them. Like I can feel it in my fingertips that you can handle like that crystal, because it is big, but even as a small piece, I feel like that particular one is like really strong. So okay, let me see. Mm-hmm. Okay. So he's not giving me his backstory yet. A little, I don't know. So let's see. So he wants you to know that he is a master crystal. So I'm not exactly sure what that means. I have a feeling, but I don't really know. He says that you will understand that he is a master crystal, and he when you use him, to hold him like right side up. Like it's okay to hold him this way, But like if you're using him for something that holds him vertical, yeah, he likes that. So he likes to be held that way. And so he wants to just let you know that if you put him next to other crystals, that he will be too overpowering for them. So like if you want to use that crystal, if he is not an amplifier of other crystals, he will kind of overtake that energy. I mean, he'll kind of be too much. That you want. So if you have like a little small selenite and you want to connect like with higher dimensions with it, don't put it with that large crystal, because the energy will just like kind of damper it down, because he's like, it's like a male type energy. Like he's saying like my energy is just really strong. You can put him near other crystals, but if you want to amplify other crystals, then he cannot do this. Like he can't amplify others. He's too strong for that. So what do you okay, so he wants to know what you intend to use him for.
I have been using him in conjunction actually with, when I first got him, I was getting a lot of influx of energy, and I would I would put my feet on him and ground to ground in the energies is how I perceived it. And since then, because I just love him so very much, I don't know if he'll give you a name. My daughter and a friend both gave me a name, but I don't know. But now I've been using it, like I think of him as the grounding principle of all the other stones. So I do in fact do a grid, and then I put him at the bottom, so that may not be appropriate.
Yeah.
And so with my healing work, I want to know, because I'm not sure why like this needed to be with me, if this is like the one stone I take when I do sessions and I leave the others behind, or I'm not sure. I would like to use this energy. I think this is appropriate energy for healing.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. I don't know if that is accurate.
Yeah, that's right. You're accurate. You're accurate in that you can take that stone and then leave your others and just have that one. So he's saying that it's okay. You can use him the way you've been using him he is to ground you. So that's right. You can use him the way you've been using him on the sort of bottom, like the root chakras, but a really effective way is to hold him vertical, like above your head. He says he knows that that's opposite of what you would think, but that will actually send the energy and ground you. It's like he has the grounding energy, so he'll send it through your body, through your crown chakra down, instead of going down, up. It's effective that way, but it's most effective you holding it up. It doesn't have to be for very long, because that could be like uncomfortable. But I can really see you doing that, like, just like standing, holding it, and then grounding with that. It doesn't have. He's saying again, it doesn't have to be for like a long time, because once you do that and you put him down, then he's saying he will continue to keep you grounded. It's like you'll be attached to them. Like he's showing like almost like a belt around him and like a belt around your waist. Like you'll just be like attached then, because he's saying you need this because you're having not problems. It's not a problem because you're able to heal, but your healing will intensify if you use him this way, because you will be more grounded, like you're saying, like the way you want to use him. That's correct. So you're correct in everything except for just take him out of the grid and then just use him for your healing session.
It should be so I should use it exclusively for me as the healer, keep it out of the space for what I intend, like use that energy he provides for my clients, but like I tend to like to make a grid for each person to amplify the energies. So is he saying like keep me out of that and just use me for you?
Yeah, because he wants you to know that your energy is so much more powerful than a grid could ever be. That to have, he wants you to have faith in your energy. He's bringing that out in you. He wants to show you how strong you really are, and that you don't need the grids. That so this will be an amplification of your energy. Like he's able to connect with your energy and ground you. So he wants you to try it, and he wants you to recognize the difference between connecting with him and channeling your own energy, and rather than the grids. He wants you to see that difference. He's very he's almost like a guide. Like he has a guide type of energy to him.
Does he have a guide kind of a name?
Let's see. Yeah, he's showing me like a bunch of different names. So I'm trying to like slow it down to one, but he's saying to me that he doesn't want me to say a name. He wants for you to feel his energy and like basically like give him the name that you want to connect with him. He's very much like kind of hands off, and he wants you to because he wants you to realize your own power, so how much power you have. So he's like kind of hands off with things. You know, he doesn't. So whatever you feel that and he's saying that the name that was given to you, that you that is an appropriate name.
It is an appropriate name?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. If you connect with this. Yeah.
So this is still in the same vein. When I saw and felt him, like, was that a synchronicity of, or was I just lucky?
It's a little bit of both. So it has to do with you asking your guides for assistance, and then it's sort of like it was something that was arranged energetically to happen, and then it's almost like he raised his hand like, I'm right here, like this is what you need, I'm right here. So I can like see my raising his hand. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Chris.
Thank you for keeping track, Valerie.
Love you, Julie. Chris, are you ready?
Hey, Chris. Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you type it? Because we can't hear you very good there, Chris. She's been having computer problems this morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, there she is.
All right.
Can you ask your question, Chris?
Well.
Okay, I know it's a stone that she has in her ring.
Okay.
That's from her grandmother.
Okay.
If you can picture that in your mind, maybe, or see that.
Yeah. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually really, really strong energy. It has a lot of, so the way I'm seeing it is it has a lot of rainbow energy, like rainbow colors in it. So I don't know. Either it's like an opal and it has that energy, or either it just carries like this rainbow energy to it. I don't know. I can't really see it. I can just feel it. But it actually has a lot of healing properties to it. And I feel like it was like it feels like it was like underwater. I know this is going to sound strange, but it feels like I can see like a river and like it was in a riverbed or something like that, like the stone was. So I think it's showing me like kind of where it came from. But it actually has a lot of healing energies to it. I feel like there has been some type of energy like oh gosh, like activations or something done to it. Like I'm seeing like chakra, like chakra symbols like put into it. Like there's been some type of healing energy like put into this stone. So it's for healing. It's for healing.
Chris, you missed most of that, but she was telling you that your stone ring is a healing stone. So if you listen back to this recording, you will get your whole message.
Okay, hi. I just got back. Which ring? I don't have a ring.
I thought you said it was your grandmother's ring.
It's. Let me get on the camera here. Hi guys. It's in a necklace form. It was reformed, and it just sits in a drawer. It's a diamond. It was my grandma's engagement ring. And I was thinking about getting it put into a ring. I don't like to wear this because I feel like it can rip in half really easy. So I was thinking about getting it put into a ring. So that's a healing
Well, the rainbow energy that Julie was speaking of that has to do with that stone is so perfect because that's exactly what you see in a diamond. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Like, it's small, but it's like gorgeous. It's just been sitting in a drawer for like 5 years or something.
Yeah, it's like I was saying before, like I could feel it, like it comes from like a riverbed. Like I can see it, like I don't know, there's like a river, and then I can see like underneath, underneath the water, it comes from there. So that's originally like where it's from. They like to show me sometimes like where they came from. But yeah, there's a lot of healing there. And what I was saying is like I can see like chakra symbols, like somebody has put in healing energy to it. So somebody has like put in energy to that.
I used to wear it when I got Reiki attuned, actually. Like,
yeah. That's what the word I was trying to think of. I'm like, I can't think of the word. The attunements, because they do that, right? They do the symbols and then
all the chakra colors. Yeah.
Okay. So it holds all that energy. So that's perfect that you're bringing it out now. That's perfect. Yes.
You don't read like just regular jewelry, do you? Because this was found, it's a wedding band that was found on a beach by my dad's metal finder. And it's engraved. Like some guy just has like I also have had this since I was 8. So.
I'd like to try. Let me try. And I could probably connect and like see who.
I'm always curious because they carry some guy's wedding band around, and
Okay. It feels like there's some sadness around that. So
yeah.
Okay, I'll just try to connect to it. I won't ask questions. So let's see. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I know there's like no way to verify it, but I'll just share with you what I'm getting. So I feel like it's not lost. That was purposely removed because the person had a loss of their spouse.
Oh my gosh.
So that was purposely removed and like thrown in the water. You know, that was like it's really sad. That was like a goodbye.
Yeah, saying goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
That I did that once too. A pre-engagement ring I threw it into the river, and then I wanted it back like 3 years later. And I was just talking about it last night, and I think I had a dream about it last night as well. I don't know if there's a message.
Might be a connection there, yeah.
Yeah.
How weird.
There's like a message from that ring.
Yeah, it's like it's a similar type of loss. You know, it's a similar type of. This loss was actually like a death, like he lost a partner, and which is sort of how it felt for you. You know, with this other with your thing. So it's sort of like vibrationally, like it's come back to you. Oh, I see. So this is really nice. So what needs to happen is you need to release this ring, and it will help you to release that relationship. So it needs to go like back.
Release this wedding band.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's interesting.
I know that hard for you.
No. Yeah, it is hard. It's really, yeah.
But it has to do with releasing loss from relationships, and it's symbolic. And whenever you feel ready to do this, then this doesn't have to be done like right now. But that's the purpose. That's the purpose of it, is so that you can release it. It doesn't affect, like, you're not doing anything negative by holding on to it. So don't think that. Like, don't think you're messing with anybody else's energy or anything like that. That what needed to be done with that was done, and so it's just sort of back to you, so that you can go, so it can be useful again, and you can release it when you're ready to let go of past relationships. And it doesn't have to be romantic, just past relationships.
Okay. And I have this ring. I feel like it has bad energy in it. And I feel like I kind of need to get rid of it. It has a really pretty stone in it, but I don't. There's something about it that's really not resonating with me at all. And it was found at the Salvation Army, but
I can feel like you're sort of you're clashing with it.
Yeah.
You're clashing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like, it's sort of like the timing. So my advice is for you to give it back to the place that you got it from, because it was meant for someone else, and it was meant to be worn, and it wants to be worn.
I like that idea. Yeah. I love that. Okay, that feels perfect.
And it's not anything that's like your fault. I feel like there was like a lot of things happened like quickly before things were set up for the right person to get it. Mm-hmm. So it's not anything, that you did. It's just that things happened too quickly, and the ring kind of got swept away before it could really be the person it's supposed to be with. And also, it's a little bit like the stone. It's like a little bit upset that it's not being like worn, and it's supposed to be, like,
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, and it's supposed to be like for someone else. So that's perfect. Just give it back to the place where you got it from, and because things have settled now, so that it could get to the right person.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. I just have a few more questions. I am sorry.
Chris, we are running low on time.
Oh.
If we can move along, I'm sorry, but like we're going to do a little bit of a hangout afterward. Maybe we can talk then. But she's running short on time for her. So sorry. for this session.
One
I
last
did
one.
have a message quickly to tell you, Julie, that Amran says you have 3 huge crystals around you assisting you right now. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Carolina, you're next.
I have an appointment in a half hour. Can I just ask about one? Is that okay?
Yeah, what we'll do is okay, so you can ask about that one, and then I'll just stop the broadcast, and then we'll just continue.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Julie.
Thank you, Valerie.
Okay. Well, it's either this engagement thing that I bought for myself, or it's why does my pendulum not work anymore, or it's should I use a crystal scrying ball in my readings. Okay, my pendulum is full of crystals, so it's right here as well. And here's the engagement ring. It's like about it as like a pre-engagement ring, as like a commitment to myself a long time ago. And then this thing stopped working, but also I don't know if I should be using a quartz scrying ball for my clairvoyance is just getting like really, really, really strong. I know somebody who uses one, and she's like so just like it's all visual now almost.
Okay.
Not all of it, but 80%.
Yeah, it's like you're like correct, like you're correct on that path. It's sort of like the pendulum. It's not that it doesn't like work anymore. It's just that it's not the most useful, the best thing for you to use. It would be better for you to use the like crystal ball. So it is still working, but it's not. It's just like fading itself out because it's not the best thing to use. You're correct in your intuition. You could use like I kind of see like a purple color maybe.
It's the amethyst stone that you mentioned probably once before for calming my energies.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see it as like amethyst though, not the more clear quartz for you.
Yeah, the
like,
geo type thing that you showed me once.
Yeah, that would be like better for you. Yeah, and then okay, so then you could use that one, and then it's like you'll kind of graduate because it's too much for you to go right to like a really pure crystal one. Do the amethyst first, and then when you feel the same energy for that one, like you're feeling for the pendulum, then do the other one. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. I'll leave this like engagement ring thing alone because it's just a piece of. It doesn't have any discrepancies in my energetic field or anything.
Yeah. If you want to, I can message you about that later.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I was more concerned about the reading type and tools.
You're right. You're like right on about that. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you for letting me do that. I couldn't hang out. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Carolina, you're next. Oh, if you wanted to end right now and then do the rest later, because we are at time. I totally forgot about that, Julie. So yeah, let's let Julie close then.
Yeah. So okay. So really I'm a little spacey right now with all the crystals and everything. So really, I just wanted to say that I want to do like maybe some teaching, some classes, or some type of hangout. So I'm wanting to get some feedback from you guys. So if you could just let me know what types of things you would like to learn about. Like if I were to do some type of classes or a series of classes, I like to do beginner type things, but is like chakras or how to clear a space or something like that. But I'm interested to know what everybody would like to learn about. So I'm going to, if you could just post, like I'm going to have this video posted. So maybe if you just leave comments or in Google Plus or really anything, just kind of let me know. And then after I get some more information, I want to start doing some more classes. I definitely want to continue to do the crystal readings. So, but I think that's really all like that I have. So, okay. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Julie. Namaste.